Now, the Chula Vista City Council is set to vote on a proposal to move forward with plans to reopen Harborside Park. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Jesse Pagan. Carlo's off tonight. The park closed over safety concerns about homeless encampments on the grounds. CBS 8's Shannon Handy is live at Chula Vista City Hall tonight, where the council meeting is happening now. Shannon?
Jesse and Marcella, this has been an ongoing issue for quite some time. That park was initially closed in August of 2022. It was supposed to be for 90 days, but it remains closed even now. However, last month, the council did vote to reopen the park. So tonight, they will discuss those plans, but they're going to have another vote to figure out what funding will go towards that project so they can make it happen.
The Harborside community only has that one park, and families and children in the neighborhood deserve to have a park.
Chula Vista Mayor John McCann says he supports a proposal to reopen Harborside Park sooner than later. The city closed it back in August of 2022 after it was overrun by homeless encampments, crime, and drug use, much of which occur right outside Harborside Elementary School, which sits next to the park. Now, nearly a year and a half later, it remains empty, following ongoing discussions over what should happen to the 5-acre property.
We did 6 months of public outreach, found out what the community was looking for, but there were some other folks that wanted to build affordable housing, get rid of the park, and some of my council members wanted to look at that.
Last month, the City Council approved a plan to reopen the park as open space with added security measures, including new fencing, lights, security cameras, and a ranger station. But before any of that happens, they'll have to vote on reallocating $1.25 million in unused funds to pay for those improvements, which Mayor McCann says will ensure the park is safe for public use.
We're also going to be having strict time frames when the park will be open, when it will be closed, and no one will be allowed in the park after those times.
I asked people in the neighborhood what they think of the plan. Reaction was mixed.
I think it'd be a good thing, mainly for the kids too, and the community, gather more so together and be safer.
I think they should open this up and call it Tent City and just let the homeless, do their thing right there, and build a better park somewhere else for the kids.
As for what happened to the homeless people who used to congregate at the park, Mayor McCann says some have relocated to a newly opened shelter in Chula Vista. He admits, though, others have refused services. We drove around and found dozens of tents lining Industrial Boulevard just a block away. Mayor McCann told me helping solve the homeless crisis is a separate issue, one he and other city leaders are actively working on. And the mayor told me he plans to introduce an encampment ban sometime in the next couple months, which city staff is already analyzing. He did not reveal too many details, but says encampment restrictions are already in place in Chula Vista. His proposal will look to add tools that will help in enforcing them.
Shannon, if the council approves the money needed for those improvements that you mentioned, how long before we could expect to see Harborside Park reopen?
Well, that's the other thing, Marcella. It looks like the public will have to wait even longer than they already have. The mayor told me today if this funding gets approved tonight, it could be another 8 months before Harborside Park reopens.
Right. Well, at least there'll be some direction, and we'll wait for that vote. Thanks so much, Shannon.